Think about how many people are stuck at a dead-end job but have so much creativity. It's probably somebody at your job that's supposed to be the next Chris Brown, but they're stuck because they don't know how to use their 9 to 5 to their advantage. Their minds don't go past their 9 to 5 jobs. The goal is freedom. The goal is to be free. The goal is to not have to wake up every day and listen to nobody. That's why you must use your 9 to 5 to your advantage. YouTube, first and foremost, I want to thank y'all for clicking on this video. I want to thank y'all for tuning into this video. Y'all clicked on this video because we are talking about 9 to 5 jobs. And first and foremost, before we even start this video, I want to let you know, if you work a 9 to 5, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people look at 9 to 5 in a different way, and I find that so crazy that God gave people different mindsets when it comes to thinking about 9 to 5 jobs. A lot of people genuinely want to work their job for the rest of their life. A lot of people don't hate their jobs, but it is a lot of people that work 9 to 5s that genuinely cannot wait to stop working their 9 to 5. And today, I'm gonna be telling you, and I'm gonna be giving you a couple of tips on how you can get out of that 9 to 5, how you can actually profit from your 9 to 5. Changing your perspective and no longer looking at it as a bad thing and starting to learn how to look at it as a good thing. I feel like I'm very knowledgeable on this topic because I've actually used my 9 to 5 to invest that money into my own business. I've had multiple 9 to 5 jobs. I've had 9 to 5 jobs I hated with a passion. I hated waking up every day and going and clocking into those jobs. And I've had 9 to 5 jobs where I actually love jobs I've actually enjoyed. But the main goal is to be free. That is the biggest goal in life. Well, for me personally, and I'm pretty sure y'all clicking on this video because y'all want to be free. The goal is to not be working for anybody. The goal is to have financial freedom. The goal is to be free. The goal is to be financially free and free from the chains of a 9 to 5. Now, I'm not talking to people who are particularly involved in a profession. Say, for example, if you're a doctor or a nurse and you have to wake up and go work that 9 to 5 because the world genuinely needs you. And I want to applaud y'all because we thank y'all. I'm more so talking like warehouse workers, fast food, retails, people who genuinely wake up and clock in and do not want to be there. I was having a conversation with a couple of my buddies, and we're more so entrepreneurial mindsets. But one of my buddies genuinely want to work. They look at the workforce differently than we look at the workforce. Now, mind you, I have tattoos. I got tattoos on my arm. I got tattoos on my neck. So we were talking about a corporate job where I would particularly have to wear long sleeves or wear a turtleneck just to hide my tattoos. And I was telling them, like, I'm not going to hide who I am for a cap salary. I could be who I am and make $1 million running my own business rather than hiding who I am and putting on a suit, a turtleneck to hide my tattoos just to go make $100,000 a year maximum. And that's gonna put us into our next topic. The first issue with 9 to 5s is capped salary. 9 to 5s have a salary. 9 to 5s have a maximum that you can make and a minimum that you can make. That's why I feel as if being an entrepreneur is the route. How you gonna obtain freedom with the capped salary? But most jobs, you have a maximum that you can make. Most jobs, like lawyers, doctors, they can make this amount. And it usually stops at that amount unless they're like just the coldest lawyers in the world. I mean, I'm pretty sure lawyers is probably different, but I'm talking more so like a doctor, how much a doctor makes. Look it up. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 at the maximum. But when it comes to being an entrepreneur, if I got the right product, right marketing skills, and I learn how to master those skills, I could easily make 200,000 in a month without having to go clock in, listen to my boss, let somebody else tell me when it's time for me to go eat, let somebody else tell me when I could finally go home. Basically, using my skills that I could put towards my own business, but using it to make somebody else money. I could be doing that for my own self. You know what I'm saying? But I want to let you know that if you work a 9 to 5, you are already learning and honing skills that a lot of people don't have. Because if you work a 9 to 5, you have a time where you have to go clock in, you have a time where you have to go clock out. So you're already disciplined enough to wake up on time, be there on time, clock in on time, get your job done, and clock out. You are already disciplined. So you are already starting off on a good track, but you just got to learn how to use that discipline in the right way. You got to learn how to use that discipline to better yourself, not to better a company that probably don't even care about you. Because let's be real, 9 times out of 10, you are replaceable at your job. You can die. You probably think you ain't You and your manager could be locked in like this, but you could die today. They're gonna replace you tomorrow. You're replaceable at your job. Even if you feel as if you have the highest skill set at your job, you are replaceable. That's why I feel as if you should use your 9-to-5 job to your advantage. Don't let your 9-to-5 job use you. Don't let your 9-to-5 job make you tired every day with you getting no benefit out of it. Don't let your 9-to-5 job stress you every day with you getting no benefit out of it. I feel as if people are going to give you a capped amount of money. People are going to give you a paycheck that's going to max out right here. I feel as if you should go in there and give them that same effort. They're going to give you capped salary. You should give them capped effort. Don't go in, stress your body out, stress your mind out, going above and beyond for a job that genuinely do not care about you, for a job that can replace you if you going hard, you break your back. Don't go hard for a job that's going to replace you. Go in that 9-to-5 job, get your money, and get out. I'm not saying just go in there and be lazy by no means, because it's different jobs. But say if you work somewhere like FedEx. If you've ever worked FedEx, you know FedEx will work you like a slave. I say don't go into FedEx, bust your ass for FedEx. Let them pay you $17 an hour, and you killing your body, you killing yourself mentally, and you leaving with nothing. I say go in there, minimum effort, since they giving you minimum money. Get your money, get your paycheck, invest that paycheck so you can get out of this cycle. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the goal is freedom. The goal is to be free. The goal is to not have to wake up every day and listen to nobody. That's why you must use your 9-to-5 to your advantage. Now, where and how do you start using your 9-to-5 money to your advantage? It's simple as this. Once you get that paycheck, you use that paycheck for your necessities. You use that paycheck for the things that you need. You have to know how to differentiate needs and wants. And as an adult, that should already be second nature. You know what we need and you know what we want. We need somewhere to stay. We need water. We need food to eat. We don't need the new Jordans. We don't need Balenciagas. We don't need Louis Vuitton. Those are things we want. We don't need a vacation. Well, we might need a vacation, but you don't need a vacation right now. You don't have the funds for it. You simply don't. You don't need a vacation right now. Put that in the wants category. Use your 9-to-5 for your needs, and whatever money you have left over, invest that into a business so you can provide for your wants. It's simple as you gotta stay down for a little bit. It's days where you can't eat STK. It's days where you can't go to Benihana's. It's gonna be days like that. We are on a mission. Use your 9-to-5 every day. You don't want your 9-to-5 to be in vain. You don't want to just wake up Monday through Friday, get your paycheck, pay your bills, and repeat the same cycle over and over and over. That's how you be stuck. You're never gonna accomplish financial freedom going through that same cycle every day. Because that's simply what 9-to-5s are meant to be. 9-to-5s are meant to be a cycle. This cycle been embedded in our brains since we were children. Ever since they told us wake up at 7 a.m., you get out of school at 3:30. It's 8 hours a day. They were preparing our brains to be in the workforce. They were preparing our brains to be in a work field. They wasn't school. If school wanted us to be entrepreneurs, they would have taught us those skills. We weren't taught those skills in school. We were taught how to be workers. But don't let my narrative be your narrative. That's just how I look at it, because I'm an entrepreneur. So I got a different point of view. You might have a Fortune 500 job. You might be making $500K a year. So what I'm saying probably don't matter to you. That's your life, and I'll live mine. I got my perspective, and you have your perspective. But I'm just giving you my point of view on how I think. If you're working your 9-to-5, don't allow your mind to become stuck. Don't allow that 9-to-5 to become your reality. But just think about it like this. Think about how many people are stuck at a dead-end job but have so much creativity. It's probably somebody at your job that's supposed to be the next Chris Brown, but they're stuck because they don't know how to use their 9-to-5 to their advantage. Their minds don't go past their 9-to-5 jobs, and that's a problem. Because God didn't design us to waste our talents. God didn't put us on earth to just waste our purpose. No, I'm not saying if you at a job, if you love your job to death and you feel like that's where you supposed to die at, by all means, that's for you. But I feel like God gave everybody a specific talent, a specific gift that we're supposed to hone, specific gifts that the world is supposed to see. And if you stuck at a 9-to-5 job, riding, making other people money when you supposed to be making money off your own gifts, I don't think that's right. So that's why you must use your 9-to-5 to your advantage. Don't let your 9-to-5 use you. Think about it. You probably worked with somebody that's 65 years old. Like, I remember I was working at FedEx. I was working with a dude that looked damn near dead. Could barely lift a box. I don't even know how he got hired. And I just look at that, and I don't know what happened in his life, so I don't judge him. I look at it like, damn, that's where I don't want to be. Anything could happen. My life could change in the blink of an eye. Anybody's life could change in the blink of an eye. But I just look at it like, damn, I'm gonna do everything in my power not to get stuck at a 9-to-5. Like, OG, God bless him. And God bless him in every aspect of life. But that's just where I don't want to be. That's what I don't want to do. I know what I want to do, and I know what I don't want to do, for sure. That's what I don't want to do, for sure. Don't let your mind get stuck. You're not meant to be at that 9-to-5 job forever. Regardless if your manager saying, yeah, bro, 3 more years, you can be a manager. 3 more years, you can have my spot. That's cool. By all means, if that's what you want to do that. But the goal should always be freedom. Having a capped salary is not freedom. You're capped. You're stuck right here. You're under somebody's thumb. Stuck right here. It's always going to be somebody over you. How can you be free if it's somebody over you? You might think you might be the boss at your job. It's somebody over you. It's somebody over that person and over that person. It's not freedom. This is how freedom is attained. Use that 9-to-5. Invest that into your own business, or invest that into your own gifts that you're trying to hone. Let that gift make you more money. Because I can assure you, the purpose and the gifts that God gave you, it's going to make you way more money than what any 9-to-5 could pay you. And that's because it's coming from God. But I thank y'all for clicking on this video. I hope y'all learned. I hope y'all took something from this video. I hope y'all will actually apply these tips in life. And I will catch y'all in the next video.